Good morning, Interwebs. It is Wednesday, December 25th, and I am 35. And Steve is making my cake. Well, this is my breakfast cake.
Breakfast cake?
This is breakfast. This is oatmeal cake with coconut boiled icing stuff, butter, brown sugar, yum, in large quantities on top of yummy cake that has the word oatmeal in it, so it's healthy.
Breakfast.
And breakfast. And then these are my treat, which is a blondie, because ordinarily, you may know in the past I've had Rice Krispie treats and Jello blocks, which was an option, but I picked something different, because I'm picking something different for every meal. And no one lately has used the oatmeal cake for breakfast clause, and then you get to pick your breakfast things, so I picked that. And then the reason for this Sandy's is a couple years ago, pre-kid number 3, so...
Might have even been pre-kid number 2.
No, because it was the summer of getting pregnant with kid number 3. Because we went camping a lot that year. And I kept trying to make these Sandy's because I thought they'd be so great, you know, because they wouldn't be messy, and we had little kids. I didn't want them eating chocolate, like, in the car or whatever. I was going to make these wonderful dessert things, and I kept messing up the recipe to the point one time we were camping and they were in a container and a freak rainstorm hit and just like downpoured and drowned my Sandy's. It was very sad. We didn't get to eat them. So, needless to say, we are making a new, hopefully, what's the word I'm looking for? We're gonna redeem ourselves, and by we, I mean Steve and my daughter who made, right?
Just
you had
me.
help? Just you? Just Steve. Steve is going to be redemptive all on his own and make some Sandy's. But now he's cutting up the cake so we can eat some breakfast because it's 11:07 and everyone else has not eaten. I haven't eaten either, but that's not weird for me. I'm gonna make some coffee, and then I guess I'm gonna open Prezzies, and then we'll see. Our day is going to be rapid fire, as it always is, because our day basically ends at 4 or earlier. And then, yeah, this evening I will make chili fries for my dinner, and you'll see lunch in a little bit. It's gonna be delightful. So, going to go and eat my cake. What are you singing?
I was singing the corn dog song.
Oh, yes, that's a good song. Well, it is Kendra from the future. Can you tell I'm now like 35 years and 11 days or something like that old at this point? I never finished telling you about my birthday because my birthday just kind of kept rolling. It was very pleasant. We didn't do anything at all. It was lovely. We had corn dogs and those little hash brown, like, sheet things that you buy, the little patties. We had those for lunch. And then we were going to have chili fries for dinner, but between having had oatmeal cake and then blondies and then the corn dogs for lunch, no one was hungry for dinner. So I got out some, I think we had, did we have anything? I feel like we might have had cheese and crackers. I think that's what we had. Anyways, we just kind of nibbled. And that's what we had for my birthday dinner. And then we had chili fries the next day for lunch. And they were delightful. But the way we spent our, like, family activity time that day was I opened my presents. Most of them were clothes. Many of them did not fit, but I spent that time, like, reordering the right sizes and things, which was good. Basically, it's hard to buy clothes for somebody else. Steve has figured out, but if he doesn't buy the clothes, well, then I won't get the clothes. So he buys me the clothes, and then if they don't fit, I just have to try and not feel guilty about returning them and getting the right sizes. So, doing that. And then Steve and I spent well over an hour doing internet research. So for Solstice, Steve bought me 2 new members of the family. He bought me 2 succulents. So this is one of them. I've potted it in this canister. This is some of the clouds stuff. My mom gave us a set of like flour and sugar. They had 4 for our wedding. And I don't like canisters this size because I use large quantities of dry ingredients. So I actually have like, I use animal food storage containers. Like you get them to put bird seed or cat food or whatever in. I use those to store my dry ingredients. But it means I have this lovely canister that needed a purpose. So we put a plant in it. What kind of plant? I still do not know after hours of research. Do you recognize this kind of succulent? This one here is named Scylla. And then the second one is hanging up in our bathroom, and she's got a lot more like little army bits at the bottom, more, I don't know, a treacherous place to be. So her name is Charybdis. Scylla and Charybdis, if you do not know, are characters from the Odyssey, and it basically means stuck between a rock, which would be Scylla, and Charybdis, which is a hard place. So I had them sitting on the table next to each other on solstice, and that is what it reminded me of. There was something sitting between them, and it looked like it was stuck between a rock and a hard place. So those are their names, and now that they've been named, it probably means that I will kill the plants. But I'm making my best effort, and so far they actually seem to be doing fairly well in their new digs. My birthday present component of these plants was I asked Steve to help me plant them because they were still sitting in the pots from when they came from the store. So he did that for me, and now I have lovely plants. And that is that for my 35th birthday. Like I say, it was uneventful. The phone didn't ring. It was fabulous. I just hung out by myself for a while. The kids just did their normal evening, like they watched some shows or a movie or something. And I crocheted by Magical Cole C. Smith by myself. It was nice. It was a very nice day. So that's that for my birthday festivities, and I will see you all again soon. Nighty night.